What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing well as always. So in today's little video, I actually wanted to talk to you guys about about the reason why you may be where you still are inside of your business, and even more than that, like most of my videos, inside of your life, right? Now, the first thing that I want to sort of discuss here is emotions. Now, people look at emotions in such a funny way. It's as if the emotion controls them and controls their actions. It's as if the emotion is overwhelming and taking over their cognitive processes and really becoming the dominant factor in their life in that very moment. But I've always looked at emotions a little bit different. Like many years ago when I was studying psychology, I was introduced to the concept of energy in motion, right? The energy in motion, emotion. And that's where the word emotion actually comes from, because it's really a form of overwhelming energy that is in motion. It doesn't just sit with you, it passes through you. It goes over you and out of you at eventually, right? Emotion, you can't really, a lot of people mistake emotion for, feelings, and long-term feelings are very different to emotions. So emotions are energy in motion. But one way that I look at emotions, right, is they're really a warning process. Okay, so if you look at your body, right, your metaphysical body, your biology, when you get a burn on your wrist, say I got a burn here, there's a reaction, an instant nerve reaction that shoots through my body, sends signals to my brain and tells me, oh, something's wrong. Okay, and this is a process that our physical body goes through. When we're itchy, it goes through the same process. Why would emotions be any different to this, right? Emotions are just the cognitive side of you, okay? And they're essentially giving you a warning to do one of two things, really, one of two things. To either change your perception, because usually an emotion that's negative, I'm talking more about negative emotions here, is telling you that you've got to do something. You either need to change your perception of what is giving you that negative emotion, or you need to take action. Now, a lot of the time people find themselves in a form of what they would say is depression, which is not really clinical depression, but it's where you're going through a hard time, right? You're going through a hard time with your business or with something like that. And you're consistently feeling these negative emotions about your business. You're not wanting to do it. You're saying to yourself, I've given it my all, but still, I'm still in this same position. I'm not doing this. I'm not getting that. I'm not seeing this result. I'm not. And you're getting these negative emotions. It's just an early warning system, right? Just like the way if your arm gets burned, that your metaphysical body will tell you that there's something wrong. When you have an emotion like this, it's telling you to either change your perception of what you're seeing while you're having this emotion. And that might be something like where, somebody's talking behind your back or doing something like that, and you're feeling negative emotions towards that person. And you just change your perception to say, look, it reflects more on them than it does me, and let it slide off, right? That might be like that. But when these emotions are telling us to take action, this could be something in your business, right? Where, for example, you are not seeing the results. You have been doing this over and over again. You're finding yourself sliding into somewhat of a depressive state because of this. You're consistently feeling these emotions. That might be your brain just telling you to pivot, to take some action, to move a little bit, because if you're doing the same things over and over again, I can't remember who said this, but the definition of insanity is to do the same things over and over again to get a different result, which you never will. And if you're doing these things over and over again, and you're consistently feeling these emotions, it's just literally your cognitive processes telling you that it's time to move. It's time to take action. For example, you might be doing low and no content. You know you love publishing. You're in publishing. You want this to be your business. You want this to free you. You expected this to be your freedom business. And you're doing low and no content, but you're just not getting anywhere. You've been doing this for, for a while now. You're not getting anywhere. You're consistently feeling these emotions. One thing you might do is say, I'm going to listen to that and actually pivot to public domain, or pivot to ghostwriting, or pivot to whatever suits the narrative of your life, where you want it to go. But guys, this also ties into something else as well, which is information, all right? I hear people say all the time, we live in the information age. Like, seriously, who are we kidding? The information age is long gone, right? We live in the attention age. Wouldn't you guys agree? There's too much information out there, too much, and most of it is biased. Most of it is only semi-truths, right? We're far beyond the information age. There's too much information. We're in the attention age. If you can grab the attention, you win. Doesn't need to be true. Doesn't need to be sincere, right? Look at the news for an example. The news is just full of rubbish. It's just, it's like the worst of every situation. And that's because they're not there to educate you. They're there to grab your attention. And we know, like from my last video about our negative biases, right? So if the news is negative, it's going to grab your attention. And that's, we're in the attention age, not the information age. So you need to be extremely careful and selective at what information you actually listen to and what you allow into your brain, what you allow to, infiltrate your cognitive thought and become part of who you are, because we are all made up of the information that we take in. That's what we are, essentially, right? The information from the day we were born, we've been taking in information, and it's created the being that you are today. And now we live in an age where we're overloaded with information. It's very important that you're selective with what information you take in, because taking in the wrong information will most definitely lead to that cognitive decline and that negative emotion, right? And then you'll find yourself going in circles, not even spirals. You're going to be going in absolute circles. You're not going down, you're not going up, you're just spinning, right? Anyway, guys, I just wanted to drop this video here. I just finished work this afternoon, and I was just sitting there thinking about things as I normally do, and I thought, you know what, the reason why so many people are just stuck is because of the way that they don't process their emotions correctly. When you feel this negative emotion for any situation, whether it's your business, your personal life, it's a warning system. It's your body telling you that you need to either, take action or change perception. That's what emotions are. And it's really got me gobsmacked why people don't think of emotions like this, why they feel like emotions are something that's happening to them. It's telling you something. Just like when you get burned on that stove, your brain is telling you something. It's not metaphysical, right? This is cognitive, but it's the same thing. Our bodies were literally created to send us signals. When we get cognitive ones, we tend to just let them overpower us instead of go, hang on a minute, this is a warning system. It's just another warning system from our bodies. And then to really avoid situations like the negative emotions coming at you, you do need to control the information that you take in. You're completely in control of the information you take in, right? You could switch this video off right now and say, Dan, you're full of crap, mate. I don't want to see this, right? Or you could stay here and you could listen to this, and you could start to control the information you take in. You could start to listen to your emotions and take the right steps. There's nobody out there, not me, nobody that can tell you a better way to live your life than you. So just listen to those emotions. It's really that simple, guys. And look, I'm not going to say it's simple. It's simple to get the grasp of that concept. The art of actually listening to your emotions and actually really, cognitively saying, oh, this is an emotion. This is a warning system, right? That takes time. It's time and practice, right? Nothing's easy in this life, and so it shouldn't be, because if it was all easy, if everyone's story was, if we were all born, financially free, wealthy, in love, and then the middle of our lives we're financially free, wealthy, in love, and the end of our lives we're financially free, wealthy, and in love, how damn boring would that be? Nobody would ever grow. We would never be pushed to become better, and everyone would just be mediocre. So really, the fight, the negative emotions that you feel, the internal fight, the external fight against the rest of the world, all of these things make you the person you are. All of the information that you take in, every little piece of it has brought you to this very point watching this very video. So guys, at the end of the day, the message here is, if you're feeling these negative emotions about your business on a consistent basis, listen to yourself, because your own self is going to tell you what steps to take next. And I guess the secondary part of this video is to really be cautious. Be cautious with your mind, because your mind is who you are. Your mind is everything. Your mind is going to either propel you into the future that you want or keep you running around in that circle. So be very selective with the information that you take in. When we have an information overload society and everybody's vying for your attention, and they'll tell you absolutely anything to get you to listen, then you really need to be selective with yourself, because you have to care for you at the end of the day, guys. I care for people a hell of a lot, but I also need to care for me, and you need to care for you, because if you don't do that, really, nobody's going to do that for you. People are going to care for you, extend a hand, try to help to the best of their ability. But it goes back to that other old cliche saying, guys, if you don't want to help yourself, nobody can help you. And that's damn true. All right, guys, if you want help inside of your business, if you want to build a publishing business, and it's more than that, right, guys, my program consists of so much stuff like this as well, because this right here, what I've just spoken about, is absolutely 100% necessarily required to become successful, to be able to build yourself so you become the product, and then you can sell the product, right? Anyway, guys, if you need help inside of your business, just comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube, there should be a link below, and you can click that link and book a call to actually have a telephone conversation with me, or a Zoom chat. It's not like a pre-recorded thing. We will be having a chat. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all soon.